Do you ever start a project feeling excited, only to stall out before it's finished? Does the initial rush of creativity fade into hesitation, self-doubt, and ultimately abandonment? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Your brain has developed a habit of linking progress with uncertainty and unfinished work. But here's the thing, you can retrain it. Today, I'm going to walk you through a way to break that cycle so you can finish what you start and see your ideas through to completion. It's called the Future Self Reassociation Method, also known as FSR. This isn't about forcing yourself or powering through. It's about changing how your brain responds to wiring so finishing becomes automatic. Before we can break free, we need to understand what's keeping you trapped. So go ahead and ask yourself these questions. What do you feel when you start a new project? Is it excitement, energy, a sense of possibility? What happens when you get further into the draft? Does doubt creep in? Do you feel like it's not good enough? Why do you stop? Is it when things get messy? When the draft doesn't match your vision? When you compare it to other writers? Now let's look deeper. What are you afraid will happen if you finish? Maybe you'll realize it's not as good as you'd hoped, or that it won't live up to your standards. Perhaps you feel that sharing it will open you up to criticism. A finished story, imperfect but complete, is infinitely more valuable than an unfinished one. And today, we're going to break the pattern. Go ahead and close your eyes. You sit at a desk, your latest project in front of you. The words aren't right. The sentences feel clunky. It doesn't match the vision in your head. Frustration builds. You reach for the backspace key. You consider even shelving the project, telling yourself you'll come back when you figure it out. But then something changes. A different version of you appears beside the desk. They're older, not in years, but in wisdom. They've written books, finished stories, shared their work without hesitation. They don't hesitate the way that you do now. They place a hand on your shoulder. They say, "You are not the doubt. You are not the hesitation. You are the one who creates." And with those words, the weight lifts. The need for perfection loosens its grip. The words on the page stop looking like failures and start looking like a process. The draft doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to exist. You take a breath, feeling the shift settle in. The unfinished work in front of you isn't something to escape. It's something to finish. Now imagine a bridge stretching before you. On one side, where you stand now, is the familiar cycle, starting strong, hesitating, stopping. On the other side, a completed draft, a project that has been written to its final sentence, something that exists in the world, not just in your mind. You take a step onto the bridge. It feels sturdy. You take another step, and another. Behind you, the hesitation and doubt begin to fade. Halfway across, you turn back. The side you left behind, the part of you that abandoned projects. It's already dissolving. The mist burned away by the morning sun. You face forward. The other side is waiting, and you keep walking. Tomorrow, when you feel the urge to abandon a project because it's not perfect, pause. Before you do anything, take a deep breath. Feel your body fully present in the moment. Next, move. Stretch your arms, shake off the tension. Signal to your body that you're continuing. Rewire. Say to yourself, finishing is more important than perfect. Progress is the goal. Last, reinforce. Do one simple, deliberate action. Write one sentence. Move forward without looking back. Even just put on a small smile. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes. Ultimately, at the end of it all, your brain follows the strongest reality it believes in. The more you reinforce this, the more natural it's going to feel. So tonight, before bed, visualize yourself finishing your project. Feel the satisfaction of completion. Repeat this phrase: I'm a writer who finishes. I complete what I start. It's also helpful to set your intention. You can say out loud, tomorrow I'm going to write without hesitation. I'm going to move forward. Each session strengthens this change. Each time you push through, the loop weakens. This isn't just a mindset shift. This is how you become someone who finishes. The finish line is right in front of you. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. Keep moving forward. This is your future self calling. All you have to do is pick up